Hi everyone, and welcome to 10-Minute Tuesdays. Starting this week, every single Tuesday, I'm going to just talk to you for 10 minutes, uncut, unedited. It just makes it a lot easier to cover a whole pile more information, talk about a few different things, give you a little bit more insights on what's going on. And so anyways, this week has been a pretty crazy one. Yesterday night, while me and Ariel were watching Home Alone 2, I was spending some time with Calypso, and she bit me in the eye, basically. So that's going to be this week's video. We're going to talk about what you shouldn't do, and I made some mistakes, so we'll talk about that a bit. But today is a very exciting day for me because basically from the time that I decided I wanted to start making these videos, and it was about a year ago, I saw Taylor Nicole Dean making some video, and I was just like, really? This girl has like millions of followers and views. I can do that. Maybe not get so many followers or whatever, but hey, you gotta aim high if you want anything to happen for you. If you don't believe in yourself, no one's going to believe in you. So you got to believe in yourself. Now, I saw Taylor Nicole Dean doing these videos, and you know what? So many people see Taylor Nicole Dean, Taylor Nicole Dean and Brian Barczyk should not be put in the same category. They really shouldn't. But when we think about even me, all the people making videos about reptiles, I don't think that we should talk bad about anyone. Just focus on what you're doing, and what everyone else does doesn't really matter. You know, if people are doing terrible things, making big mistakes, they end up suffering the consequences from it. And if they're doing things right, then that's wonderful. There's a place kind of for everyone. And if you want to succeed in this, and I'm talking to you about succeeding, and I have like 300 followers. It took me a year to get 300 followers, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of every single one of you that watch this channel. Thank you for supporting me and laughing at me or laughing with me and learning a bit. That's all I'm really trying to do. At the same time, I do want the channel to grow. I want it to get bigger, and it will, because I won't give up, and I'll keep trying. And people can say whatever they want to say. My whole life I've been kind of told what I can and can't do. And when you get angry when somebody tells you what you can and can't do, you're telling them that they're right. Anytime that somebody says something mean to you or nasty, like, I believe in Bambi. In Bambi it says, you know, Thumper says, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So whenever somebody says something that's mean to you, don't let it go to heart, especially if it's not true. Like, usually the things that'll bother you is if you get offended because it's true. So if you get offended, instead of getting offended, say, wait a sec, you know what, they're right, I need to change. And there are things that we all need to change. I can tell you, for one, the thing that I feel the most guilty about is having my male geckos in containers that I use to grow babies. So in the coming months, I'm going to upgrade my male geckos into bigger homes for them. And somebody made a comment on that, and I said, thanks. You know, that was kind of nasty. Like, you don't need to tell me that. But you know what? Maybe you do, because that comment kind of led to me now wanting to make the change. Not because I care about what everyone thinks, but because I care about the animals, and I want to give them the right home that they deserve, especially when I'm getting something back from them. At the same time, even in those smaller containers, they are kept totally clean, they're being fed properly, and they are in perfect condition. So, just to look, we still have an animal that's totally perfect, and he's great. All his toes are there, he's got a nice tail, he's beautiful. But he does deserve to live in a bigger space. So I will be upgrading those eventually. I just want to use that as an example of something that I need to work on. And to me, though, having an animal in conditions like that is more acceptable than having them in conditions that are bigger where they're not being cared for properly. So anyways, that's another topic. Today, one of the greatest things, like from the time I started making videos, I had this dream that I want to feed a snake from a drone. And after a few attempts, today was the second day actually of trying, and I succeeded. Yay! So basically, this Thursday, there'll be a video about getting bit in the face. And then next Thursday, I'm going to have the video of the drone feeding the snake. So I'm beyond excited. Like, it's like it happened, and I was like, what? Yay! So excited about that. Breeding season is like, we're getting into it. It's exciting. There's some different projects I'm working on. So maybe I'll talk to you a little bit about the projects. The things I'm most excited about are, I have a 75% het purple or lavender, not sure yet, and she is pregnant, so I'm going to have eggs from her eventually. We'll have some baby superdwarfs for the first time ever, so that's exciting. I had crested gecko eggs for the first time this year, so 2 new animals that bred for me successfully, and I believe pictus gecko eggs are on the way. Very excited about that. I'll have to do a video eventually about the pictus geckos, but they're super cute and a little bit feisty. Holy, you know what? No eggs yet, but I'm not going to bother her. They're a little bit feisty, so hopefully once the babies grow up, I'll have nice tame babies and work with them to make them not as scared. I find almost any time that I get animals from other people, they're a little bit more feisty or more scared, whereas basically all my babies, because I put so much time into holding them and handling them, they end up being a lot more tame. And more advice just kind of for breeders, right? You have to really think about yourself, and you have to say, like, what is me? What is my goal? What is my idea? Am I going to be the person that basically just puts together anything and then tries to get rid of it as fast as possible? Or am I going to really, like, care for my animals? I think that before you breed any animal, you should think to yourself, they're going to make all these babies, and if I'm not able to take care of them, then I shouldn't do it. Because you have all these babies that you can't take care of, it's not responsible. So every time I have babies, I've taken it slow. The first year I bred 1 pair. Then the next year I started breeding, I did 3. Then the next time I did 5. Now I have about 14 pairings, which is a huge jump. So I'm very excited about it, but also it's going to be a big, what's going to happen? Am I going to be able to find them good owners, or am I going to end up having to wholesale to a pet store, which is really like the last thing I want to do. Nothing against pet stores. People have their opinions and everything, but is that what you want to end up doing? It's not what I want to end up doing. I want to teach as many people about snakes, have people learn about them, see how wonderful they are, and as a result of that education, the sales follow. I don't need to really push any of my snakes on anyone. Anyone that buys snakes off me knows that they have a snake that's going to eat properly, that they're going to be able to handle beautifully, so it's just like, those are the things you got to work on. What else? That's, I guess, probably my little rant for this week. But I look forward to kind of talking to you a little bit more and getting a little maybe personal and telling you more stories and helping you if you're thinking about getting into snake breeding or getting one as a pet. I think those are the 2 main people I want to talk to. People that want to breed snakes and people that are interested in keeping them and what it's like, because I really knew nothing about that stuff, and now I've learned a whole pile of things, and I think it's wonderful. Thank you.